If you like pina coladas and watching sports on the web, then I have the show for you to watch. Come to South Point and escape. Yes, it's National Pina Colada Day, ladies and gentlemen. More on that to come. This is Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and today's show will be more badass than this dude doing some cliff diving. Spoiler alert, it's not me. All right, so, Vaughn, check this out. So, I don't know how high up. Ryan, how high up is this?
Mike,
what makes you want to do this?
I don't know.
This is 131 feet.
It's not 130 feet, 131 feet.
Yeah, it's 100
So he throws a rock to check to see that it's not. Oh, my God. Now, I think.
The rocks to generate splash, so that way you're not jumping into still water.
Oh.
Oh.
Bam. And then there's a shark.
Dead.
And he's caught. And
That's what we got?
that was it. The guy never came up for air. Hey, who am I talking to behind that glass? Well, behind the glass, he's like when you open the fridge and you see one more beer in the back you didn't know about and you smile. He's that
I'll
lone
take that.
beer to me because
I'll
he
take
does
that.
make me smile and he quenches my thirst for stats. What? Our producer, Ryan McCormick. Hey, Ryan. And Ray, Ryan.
I'm
Hey,
trying to
Ryan.
fix something.
Nah, dude.
Hey, Bonnie.
Ryan, what's on tap for today since you're the
Since
lone
I'm a beer, yeah. We've got, it is a Tops Day. We're going to be opening a pack of cards.
We got a pack.
Being that we have a former major leaguer in the house.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of good posted punchlines looking at the MLB All-Star Game. And then some other fun games
I love
of
it.
sort.
And as you mentioned, we have a former major leaguer. If you watch the show regularly, which I see the chat room is alive, we're always thrilled to have him as a co-host. Clubbed 355 homers. His grandson Major knew that right away. And over 1,000 RBIs. You know how many RBIs you had exactly?
No, I don't.
I think it's 1,072.
Not enough.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, great Vaughn. Vaughn is here. Woo!
Vaughn.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you.
Oh, man, always a pleasure to have you come up the street. I know you don't live too far away, and it's good to get inside in the air conditioning. And I just talked with our buddy Denny Nagel, who that's how we met you. And Denny's coming back out to sit in for a week, August 5th through August 9th.
You know what? I'm going to have to look at the stats because I don't remember, his.
Oh, yeah, we did it before. I don't remember. We'll have to check it out. Well, Denny will be here. I'm going to let my liver rest for a couple days before he gets here.
Me too.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's coming in town, man. We're always excited to have Denny come in, and should be a good time. Now, he's coming to Vegas. He has a good time. I want to ask, how did you end up in Vegas? I don't remember.
Well,
After you were playing days, obviously, right?
Yeah. But, living in California, I just got tired of all the BS, so to speak, and I didn't know where my tax dollars were going. You know what I mean? The roads were bad. The public school system was not right. So then I opened up a wellness center, Restore Hyper Wellness on Green Valley Parkway. Oh. Then I came here, moved into Anthem, loved it, and then moved out of there into Seven Hills and love it.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm 8 months now. I don't know, Ryan, you're born and raised here. Loves Vegas. So you've never lived anywhere else. I guess Utah when you went to school.
Yeah.
But do you see yourself staying in Vegas forever?
I mean, the city is growing more than I could have ever asked for.
And the Oakland A's are coming?
Yeah, unfortunately.
He's still bitter, but he hates this so much about the Oakland A's.
I know.
Well, I mean, I'd been wishing for professional sports teams my entire life, and then now we're being given teams that don't want to be in the cities that they're in. It's just...
Well, our friend Keith Lau was driving me around town yesterday because, I have people to do things. No, he helped me out with the flat tire situation. Anyway, he showed me where a basketball stadium is supposed to be going, right? Because they're trying to get an expansion team here, right?
Yeah.
And I think Seattle and Vegas are the next two in line.
Yeah, those are
right?
the top two. Yeah.
And you got to do two. You can't have an odd number.
Yeah.
Like who did the odd number for a minute? Was it the WNBA or?
Well, the WNBA currently has 13, I believe.
Yeah.
And they're going to be adding a 14th, in Toronto.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, a hoops team would be great here, right? That was always rumored to be the first team, I thought. Years ago, they said NBA would be first.
Yeah,
but
with the Maloofs.
Yeah,
the
the
Kings,
Maloof boys, who had the Palms and the Kings, yeah.
That was
Do you
good
know
times.
those guys?
Yeah, good times.
I'm sure. Now, they don't own the team anymore, right?
No.
Do they own the Palms still?
No.
No. What do they do now? What are they?
Probably living their best life.
Count their money. Yeah, exactly. Right. So anyway, it is hot. I don't know what the temperature is. Let's check my phone.
113.
115. I see 111 on this, but 115. And Ryan, it's so hot out. Someone had the idea on how to cool Vegas down. I know you've been waiting to run this clip. Let's see it. Here we go. Look at this. Here's the idea to keep Vegas cool, ladies and gentlemen. Down by the Strat. Here it is. It's a giant family. See the laugh it got? So stupid. There it is. And it has that nice silent hum to make you sleep. We might need it. I don't know. Record. It's like like you said, 1:15. My God. So, we like to do a comedy clip around this time of the show, but since it's so hot out, we also like to do coolest clip at times. So to cool everyone down, since the whole country is experiencing a heat wave, Ryan, go ahead and set this up. We've heard of the video game Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah. So in Assassin's Creed, you can jump from high peaks into a bale of hay.
They didn't have mats back in the days.
Right. So hay will break your fall, and these guys decided to test it out on the side of a castle.
Greg, watch this. This is our coolest clip of the day. So they dunked their head in water. I know that guy's amazing. They're just jumping.
I don't get it.
I know. It kicked him off. This and then just.
How many brothers are doing this?
There was one. They had one right there. But I mean, after a while, you think the hay would start to flatten down. I would assume they didn't tell their parents they were doing this. This guy's doing it off a crane. And then there's another. Look,
wow, that's
he
crazy.
washes his hair. That way, the mortician doesn't have to worry about the styling the hair. That's crazy. Right?
I didn't see that one brother you said either.
There was one. There was one there, right? Wasn't there?
I don't know.
No, I didn't see one.
I thought okay.
No, we were watching.
No, why? Yeah, that's crazy white guy stuff right there.
You said that.
Well, crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, is it time? All right, is it time for That's Crazy? And there it is. All right, here's our guy.
That's crazy.
Here comes the cat meow from
What? That's crazy.
We named that cat Chalk, for betting favorites. Ryan likes Crash. Do you have a name for the cat, or do you prefer?
I hate cats.
You're not a cat guy?
No.
Why do you hate cats? I've never owned a cat. I'm a dog guy. I like dogs.
Me too. I'm a Rottweiler guy.
Okay. You have Rottweiler now?
Yeah, too. But I used to breed them. Cats, I don't know. They like women, I guess. You know what I mean? I never know what I'm going to get.
Hear that,
you know what I mean? It's like they're quiet. And
I always feel when I go to pet a cat that how they put their head up. I always see those I always feel they're going to bite me.
We had barn cats, and I mean, dude, I don't know why I had to feed them, but for my daughter, I fed them, and they feral.
Yeah.
I had a jacket, freaking ski mask on.
Hazmat suit.
Going in the barn. They were on their own after that.
Well, Chalk is a very nice cat, right? And he's a good cat, right? There we go. Okay. So something crazy. Ryan, do you want to go first, or am I going first?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
So someone that made their major league debut now 2 nights ago.
Oh, kid for the Reds. Right?
Yeah, Rhys Hines. In his first 2 career Major League Baseball games, he has 15 total bases, which is a record. He has 5 extra base hits, which is more than. I was going to go with video first, but no, you're okay.
Watch him smash his homer in Colorado.
Well, I'll read this real quick. So Dave Winfield, Carlos Delgado, Tony Perez, Fred McGriff, Paul Molitor, Mickey Mantle, Harmon Killebrew combined for 6,780 extra base hits in their careers. None of them had a 2-game span in which they hit over 5 or more. Rhys Hines did it.
Molitor didn't do that?
Rhys Hines did it in his first 2 career games. And so last night he hit a home run that went 458 feet in Cincinnati. His second home run of over 445 feet in just 2 career games. So record setter Rhys.
Now, Greg, did you reach that second level there in Cincy?
We played at the old stadium. I've been in the third level.
Oh, that's right.
I've been in the third level.
Third level, Riverfront?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, that's now? Did they keep track of the distance back then?
Yeah, it wasn't like.
But it was a measuring tape.
Yeah.
Do you know the farthest homer you hit?
Like it could have been that one or one in Milwaukee, but they all count the same. You know what I mean? So
when I was a kid, Prince Fielder.
Yeah.
He hit one out of Milwaukee County Stadium. It was like a fastball. And to me, I remember watching it on, I don't know, This Week in Baseball or whatever. It looked like the farthest home run I had ever seen. But now that they have this way to measure home runs, there's a specific website or a Twitter account that will tell you how many stadiums it'll be a homer in. It's wild how they can really pinpoint the distance.
Yeah. And all, the stadiums are different though than the old stadiums.
Right.
Those were the wind, cold.
What was the hardest stadium to hit a home run in?
Well, the old Yankee Stadium for right-hander was 399. Milwaukee County Stadium was 392.
Wow.
But you got to take the weather into effect too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot more comfortable to hit now than than in Milwaukee.
Did you like domes? Did you like hitting in domes?
If it was 32 degrees outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I was in Minnesota and it was in early April and they were playing in the Dome, but it was like 8 degrees outside.
Yeah. It was perfect. Except it was just tough there because you couldn't take your eye off the ball because the roof was white. You know what I mean?
Right. And so many guys lost homers in that Dome.
And they had Puck and them guys, they're hitting it hard.
Right.
Chili, really hard.
Chili Davis?
Yeah.
Really and then
hard.
they had the baggie. They called it the baggie, the right field.
Yeah.
Now, here's the now I just read this recently. The Twins won the World Series in 87 and 91. And they won all the home games against St. Louis in 87. St. Louis won all their home games. They were saying that Minnesota would turn the air conditioners on when they would bat to help push the ball out. You're smiling.
You would hear that, but
yeah,
I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, what about the old Garden? What did they do? Turn off the hot water for the visiting team?
Yeah, they did, right?
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Anything's possible.
Home field advantage.
Home field advantage.
Anyway, that kid's. I saw that shot you sent, man. That was just a bomb. 458 feet, and the Reds loading up. I mean, do you follow Cincinnati?
Oh yeah, they're a fun team to watch. You know, and playing there. Like I said, you don't understand the tradition and the history.
Right.
I only got to experience it 1 year.
Right.
It was unbelievable. It was fun. The team was great. The city opening day was unbelievable. And yeah, man, just getting to see the big red machine, those guys come around.
And I recently read it in 1990 when they swept the A's that Marge Schott, the owner of the Reds, was upset because they wouldn't make more revenue on a couple extra games.
That would not surprise me.
Yeah, she's like, why'd you sweep them? Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, she was funny. She was funny. You cracked the bat, went straight to the team store. You couldn't give a ball away to a kid. Nothing.
No way, really?
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah.
Wait, the broken bats went to the team store so they could resell them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I own my own bats because I was with Mizuno.
Right.
So she hated that.
By the way, very funny title on that one. You had Get Behinds Reese, Ryan. So well done on that. I like that one. All right. You okay over there? Oh, his isn't? Okay. All right. Well, I'll do my That's Crazy. So while Ryan's getting his mic ready, we so there was these parlays. Do you do parlays? Do you do
Sometimes, yeah.
But do you ever do prop parlays?
No, that's
Stupid.
Well, I don't know. Totally understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what we see a lot on this show is there's these people that will, they'll do $5 parlays and have like 10 teams and they might be able to win $100,000, stuff like that. So there was one, someone yesterday had a home run parlay. They needed Cal Raleigh, who plays for the Mariners, to hit a home run. And final leg of the parlay, it was $1,100 they put down and it was to win 174 or something ridiculous like that.
It ended up being 174.
$174,000. So here's Cal Raleigh, hits the home run. And this person, man or woman, cashes in, dingers to dollars. Very good title. And holding his hand up. It's almost like he's pointing up like, I just won that guy a lot of money. Like he knew.
That's incredible. They picked him to hit that home run?
They had like, how many guys was in the parlay, Marley?
In that parlay, it was 3 guys.
3 guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a guy. Oh, he took the guy from Baltimore.
Yeah, Jordan Westberg. Trey Turner, and then Cal Raleigh.
But $1,100 paid like $174,000.
That's a good day.
That's a real
great day. It was actually a service that offers picks that ended up nailing it.
It was what?
It was it was someone that sells their picks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're going to tout that forever now.
Yeah.
All right, that's crazy. That was good stuff. Did you ever play in Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We opened up the new ballpark. It was freezing. Even though they had a dome. Yeah.
You seem to remember the temperature of stadiums more than anything.
Yeah, I do.
You grew up in?
I grew up in California. When it was cold, it was not good.
What was your most hated stadium to play in? Like not the hardest, but like just you like the locker room, like Wrigley.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
There was just one cloud right over the stadium.
Yeah. The week before it closed, me and a buddy drove up from Pittsburgh because we had never been, and we went, and we went to that. And Detroit closed around similar time, but that Cleveland stadium was a dump.
A dump, and you had the same thing. The spread: pizza.
Oh, that's all they had for you?
Peanut butter, jelly, pizza. Pizza, and it sat on top of the washer and dryer.
What?
Yeah.
That's why the movie Major League is pretty accurate about Cleveland. Who had the best post-game spread? Was there certain towns that had better food?
Yeah, for sure. I love, San Francisco had good food. Seattle towards the end. You got great Italian in New York always.
There you go.
Chicago, when they moved from the old stadium to the new one, was better. Camden Yards was pretty good.
Baltimore, yeah.
Oh, I got to give Tony. In Milwaukee, we had pretty good food, and San Diego. But I never ate after the game. I never.
No, what would you do after a game? Would you just want to get out of there, get back to the hotel, or go out, or
sit in a cold tub and just decompress and probably, talk shop, drink a few, and
there
then.
You go. Do you still do the hydrotherapy, the cold stuff?
Yeah.
Because Marty Cordova was on the show with you, and he's big into that, and he talked about it. We had a clip that's on our site right now you can watch. It seems like that's really a big trend right now is to get in the cold tub. People are doing it in the morning before they work.
Well, I did it, going to University of Miami where it's hot.
Yeah.
And I did it. I did it every day. So, and I did it every minor league, every day I had in the minors and the majors. And then that's what made me get into sort of restore, for recovery.
Yeah.
So now, the cryo. Yeah, we had the first 4-person cryo in here in Henderson.
Okay.
So.
Do you still have this place?
No, nobody wanted to work. I had to sell it. Not here. Nobody wanted to come to work. They just took the time. They didn't even tell me they closed shop. They just wouldn't open. Yeah.
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. What's up, Ryan? Is your mic working?
Yeah.
All right, you're back. Any comments in there? What do we got?
Well, we've got a couple of trivia questions for Vaughn.
I love it.
From JR.
JR from the ballpark.
Yeah.
He works over at the ballpark. You got it. Next time you're at the ballpark, we'll let you. We got to meet JR.
I'm going for the
Battle for Vegas.
For the Knights, yeah, Battle for Vegas.
Oh, on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, but Uncle Don's getting me in the suite. I'm not being outside. It's too hot.
You need the AC. Again, It's all about weather with Greg Vaughn.
So JR was asking, Greg, do you know which team you had the most home runs against? The hint is it's an AL team. You had 99 games against them, and yeah, that was the hint. And then
probably Oakland.
He has not said the answer yet, but that is.
Well, I'm thinking. Wait.
I went and charted. I do think it is Oakland.
Oh, you think it's Oakland? Were you motivated because that's where you were from and you wanted to play better?
Yeah, I was motivated every day. It just worked out. It just worked out that way. Yeah, and for some reason, like I said, Stu was a good friend of mine. I don't know, man.
Who was?
Dave Stewart.
Oh, Stu. Yeah, we talked about Stu. I love Stewart. Yeah. Now, were you facing who was? Because they've was like Barry Zito days or no? Or who were you facing? Mulder, Hudson.
But it was Welsh. It was Eckersley.
Oh,
it was
Welsh.
oh
my God.
I mean, that's when they were. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were winning everything. And I just
Bob
always
Welsh,
played well.
last guy that went over 25 games. We talked about it the other day. He won 27. Eckersley. Was Eckersley hard to hit?
Yeah, he was. Like I said, hey, for some reason, the stars always aligned when we played Oakland for me.
Wow, that's awesome. That's very cool. Anything else?
Yeah, then there was another one. Do you know which National League team you never hit a homer against?
He never hit a home run?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was probably Dodgers.
Yep.
Really?
27 games.
Why did you remember?
I think I hit him good, too. I just didn't have a home run.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't get the ball in the air against him. I don't know. I don't know. I think that would be it.
And then he had another interesting stat. So you homered 7 times in 21 games at Three Rivers Stadium, and you were never, you weren't able to hit one at PNC, even though you played 2 games there with only 2 at-bats.
Well, that explains it, though, right?
Yeah, you got to give him a 3 or 4 at-bats right there.
Yeah. The 2 at-bats.
Well, I'm biased because it's my hometown, but PNC is a beautiful park.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm biased, too, because Kevin McClatchy's from my hometown.
That's right, McClatchy.
Yes.
I met him several times. He was the nicest guy. Kind of saved baseball in Pittsburgh, held the team in town when they wanted to move him to Portland or maybe even Denver. It might have been before the Rockies, but he saved him. He kept him in town. Now we have the worst owner, but at least we still have a team. But Kevin McClatchy was a good dude. Always sat behind the plate, was always into the games. I remember walk-off homer, him jumping up and down. Good dude. That's right. He was a newspaper guy, right?
Oh, big newspaper.
Big money.
Big money.
By the way, the Nuttings, who own the Pirates now, also a newspaper family. I don't think you can make money in newspapers nowadays, but boy, back in the day, you could make money in newspapers.
Yes, you could.
Let's see here. Answer was 30 home runs versus Oakland. Yeah, look at that. 30. Jeez. We SummerSlam at Cleveland. What is Minidar saying here? Hold on. I don't know. Let's see. Cleveland Municipal Stadium hadn't changed since Bill Veeck. Bill Veeck owned the Indians at one point? Oh, I didn't realize before the White Sox. Oh, Eddie Goodell, the how do I say it? Little person who came to Bill. That was in my book. He had a wiffle ball bat. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Bill Veeck, do you know that story? He sent a little person who was like 3'10" to bat. This is what prompted the league to change like roster moves and like. So he sent him up with a wiffle ball bat, and the pitcher he walked him on 4 pitches, got to first base, pinch ran him, and then the next day they went, "Yeah, you can't do that anymore." But boy, Eddie Goodell had one more at bat in the bigs than I did. So Eddie Goodell. My God. Freddie Patek was the shortest guy I remember.
Patek, yeah.
I met him at years. He was a Pirate, but then the Royals also. And I met him. I was like a kid, and I was almost as big as Freddie Patek. And I had his card when I was a kid, and I loved him because he was small. And one day, he had 3 homers in a game once, maybe twice.
Well, that's tough to do, though.
Did you hit 3 homers in a game?
Yeah.
How many times? A couple times?
No, just once in Chicago. Just once.
Wrigley or Comiskey?
Wrigley.
Was the wind blown out?
Didn't matter.
You didn't matter?
not that day. Summertime, it didn't matter.
Ball travels there, man.
Summertime.
I love it. All right, so that's it for That's Crazy. Let's move on to what the day is, right? Today's July 10th, which means 7 days ago, it was Greg Vaughn's birthday. Happy birthday, belated. Yay, happy birthday, Greg. What did you do for your birthday? Yo, you were going out with a bunch of guys, right? Steakhouse or something?
Yeah, but, well, I felt like a girl that day, because, usually a guy has a birthday one day.
Right.
The first we went out to eat. The second we went out to eat.
Okay.
The third, they play golf because I still can't play golf.
Right, oh yeah.
And we ate, and yeah, the fourth was just an easy day.
There you go. You took it easy on the 4th.
Yes.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank
Today
you.
is it's National Kitten Day.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, see, it's kitten. It's not as loud. It's National Pina Colada Day. Are you a Pina Colada fan?
Oh yeah, that's not bad. It's
You
too sweet.
Got to be near water.
Yeah, a little sweet.
National Teddy Bear Picnic Day. I don't know what that is, but and then celebrity celebrating birthdays. The lovely Sofia Vergara, who you know from Modern Family, turns 52. So AI magic, do your thing. Combine those all into an image. A computer. So there's a cat having a pina colada and a picnic with the teddy bear. And it's nice to see the cat is having a little fresh fruit, too. So he's got pina coladas. He's got a little carafe there. And there's Sofia Vergara with the teddy bear holding a pina colada.
That's Ted.
That's Ted? Is it really?
No.
It sure looks like Ted.
Yeah.
It does.
I haven't watched that series on Peacock. And I know, have you watched the prequel, the Ted series? It's supposed to be really funny. I haven't watched it yet. But there you go. There's your AI magic of the day. That one on the left might be one of our best ones ever.
Oh, I like that.
Cat drinking a pina colada. I love it. Oh, my God. Also, today is episode 109. We've done 192 episodes. I think you've been on about 5 now. Oh, wow. It's the first time a guest has ever clapped for us, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And let's see. The Trailer Park Queen of Comedy, Vicky Barbalak, stopped by. She's a regular residency here at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. You might know her from AGT, America's Got Talent. Stopped by and she told us a story 100 episodes ago about her and her husband, who actually came with her to the show. Very nice woman. This is Vicky Barbalak with a minute from 100 episodes ago. Who is this gentleman right here?
This
is that
is my
Gary?
favorite and current husband, Lou.
Oh, that's your husband?
Yeah, he's the piano player at the Comedy Store, and I married him.
That's why he looks familiar. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. I saw you guys coming together. That's why. How did you guys meet? At the Comedy Store?
At the Comedy Store.
And who approached who first?
I walked up to him. I just passed by him. Literally, you guys. I just passed by him on the hallway, and he goes, I said, hi. And he goes, I'm married.
I'm married.
I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. I couldn't believe that is the first thing out of his mouth. Like, that's it.
Well,
so it was love it 3 years later, actually.
By the way, your husband, who we have to bring in maybe to end this shirt he's wearing is actually spectacular.
Isn't he gorgeous
Can we show your shirt? Pop over and say hello.
I call him my little Jewish Ken doll.
He's your.
I dress him.
You dressed him in that shirt because it's fantastic.
Of course, yeah.
Now, do you remember this when you guys met? And can you move closer to the mic if you don't mind?
Sure.
Do you remember this meeting and saying this to her?
No.
So you have to take her word
Why
for
would
this.
he
I'll take
remember?
his
Why
word.
would he remember such an idiotic thing? I remember.
I was psychic. I knew what was going to happen. It's just that psychic ability. See, right then and there, I knew we were going to be together.
I play Here Comes the Bride for Bake McBride. Vicky Barbara. I know. It's like, we would sit here. We've signed. Greg Vaughn is here, ladies and gentlemen, along with Ryan McCormick. We had the question about walk-up music. Someone wanted to know, what was your walk-up music? And you're telling me I should know this.
You should know it.
I think we talked about this with Nagel. Nags.
Yeah, all the time.
It was
nothing but a
G.
Thing,
baby. All right, there you go.
Yeah,
That's a good one. Did you use that for the whole time?
Oh, yeah, most of the time.
Now, a lot of guys, when they get in a slump, will change it up.
It wasn't the music, trust me.
Yeah. Right? Somebody, I forget who it was. It was a major leaguer recently. Was in a slump, and he changed it to the Baby Shark song because his kids, and he went on a hitting streak, and everyone wanted to kill him because the Baby Shark would play every time he would come up. Crowd would go nuts, and like, oh, God, not this song. But he was like, as long as I'm hitting, we're listening to this stupid song. Ryan, what are you doing over there? What's going on?
I was looking for the player that.
Yeah, I
James
swear
Walker-
to God.
Gerardo Parra.
Who?
Gerardo Parra for the Nationals.
Oh, yeah, that was it. He did Baby Shark. That guy's a Gold Glove winner. Everyone forgets he was a good fielder. Yeah, he's a good player. Pirates tried to get him a couple times. I'm still, I got to talk about the Pirates all the time. All right, so where are we? Are we doing the Tops thing? Is that where we are?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. So we got packs of cards, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Tops day. But do we want to show the clip first?
We can do it.
Yeah, let's show the clip. So I want to show you this clip, Greg. Go ahead, set it up, Ryan.
So MJ Melendez, the backup catcher for the Kansas City Royals behind Salvador Perez, was asking fans who may have found his one-of-one card to possibly trade it to him.
Right.
And so the fans that did find it ended up going to find him.
Can you turn up the volume, please? Okay.
Oh my God, thank you so much. This is amazing. Definitely probably the best ever fan interaction I've had, so I'm really excited.
So now, as a fan, don't you think you'd barter pretty hard for something cool
bat
here?
that I used this season. I know at least
He gave him a bat.
one homer, I think two maybe.
He had to buy that at the club shop from our shop.
But I feel like it'd be probably better in your guys' hand. They're cool batting gloves, and like I said, got some.
Very windy that day in KC.
Here you go.
It's a great feeling.
The MJ ratings card. Pretty amazing. It's amazing. I might even get it framed up and hang it up in the house. I'm just super stoked. Something that, I'll always cherish, and I'll cherish the moments and the memories of, tracking down the card and getting it and having this experience.
So it was a piece of a ball from the World Baseball Classic that he would participate in.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah.
I mean, we don't know the name MJ Melendez too well because you got Salvador Perez, who is he's a Hall of Famer already. I mean, this guy's, I think he's got it's like his 9th All-Star game. He's an MVP in the World Series. Gold Gloves, led the league in homers a couple years ago.
And plays every day.
And plays every day, man. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the greatest Royals. I mean, you're always going to have George Brett up there.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, it was like Hal McRae, Frank White. But
I tell you what, I faced Brett Saberhagen. Oh, my God. Oh,
he was nasty.
Oh, and he was having fun.
Yeah, I love Saberhagen. And that 85 World Series, and they beat St. Louis, he was just unhittable, man. He was
unhittable a lot of times. Trust me.
That's a guy people don't talk a lot about because he was the best guy for he didn't have a long career, I guess, right? Maybe the injuries, but he was dominant when he played.
No, I think alimony. They said you had to pay so much alimony, and he was like, I quit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, my. Well, there's a little inside baseball for you.
I think. I don't,
we don't want to. All right,
yeah.
All right, let's see here. All right, so we're going to open our cards?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to open our cards. It's Tops. Tops, by the way, Tops. Feel free to send us cards. Okay,
There's
Greg.
no gum. There's no gum.
Doesn't that suck? When I was a kid, the gum, you got the gum. And one card would always be, you'd have to take your finger and like scrape it to get the wax off.
Oh, the gum was the best.
All right. What do you got?
Alec Bohm, first.
Okay, Alec Bohm. Now, he's in the All-Star. We're going to talk about Alec Bohm in a second because he's in the Home Run Derby, but having a great year for the Phillies.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Great player.
Yeah, he is. I mean, what was he, right out of college and basically in the big leagues? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it took him a year. I remember Philly fans were always a little hard on rookies, but yeah, booed him a few times. But yeah, now he's one of their favorite players. He's great.
I'm keeping this one.
Okay. Which one did you keep? The one? It was an Ichiro card or something, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It was like,
yeah, Major has that one.
All right, good. No, he should. All right, what else you got? Let's see. I got Alec Burleson. Who? Oh, Alec Burleson. All right. Robbie Grossman. This guy. I want to talk. Robbie Grossman was a Pirate draft pick. All right. You want to see how many teams he's played for on the back? You can see the small print. This guy's still in the big leagues. He's a high draft pick for the Pirates. I can't read this, but anyway, Robbie Grossman. My God, Ryan, who do you got coming in?
So I've got a guy that we just mentioned in Jordan Westberg.
Oh yeah. Right, there you go. One of those young Orioles.
Yep. I've got Key Brian Hayes.
Who's on apparently is on the trading block.
No way.
Yes, because they signed him to an $80 million deal. He makes about $8 million a year, 10-year, $80 million. And because our owner's so cheap, they said the only way they'd bring a big bat in is if they had to cut some money. So they would, Aroldis Chapman is supposedly, which was fine. But I've seen Key Brian Hayes who's one of our cornerstones, best third baseman fielding-wise in the league. He doesn't have a lot of power for a third baseman, which you want. But he apparently has been dangled out there.
That's crazy. I mean, but those
That's
two
crazy.
Pictures, you have, third baseman.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know.
That's better than what I usually say. You know what I mean?
But no, I don't know. It's, obviously a lot of these websites right now are trying to, get clicks and talk about trade rumors. But I don't know. That was from a source that was pretty reliable.
I wouldn't do it.
I like his glove. He's not.
He can hit too, though. He's a good player.
He doesn't hit the homers, but that's fine. If you give me that defense and win a Gold Glove, he could have won the Platinum Glove last year, but he didn't. Who else do you have?
I have a Spencer Strider, National League strikeout leader, and then I also have
he injured himself.
the 2012 most valuable players on one card.
Oh, no, wait. You might want to ask us who that is.
Go ahead if you guys want to guess.
2012 MVPs. Oh my God! I could do the 70s and the 80s. 2012. Can you give us the team? Joey Votto.
No.
No.
One is a catcher. One is a first baseman.
Buster Posey.
Buster Posey won the National League MVP in 2012.
That was an even year. They won the World Series in 10, 12, 14. And then who's the other one?
The guy that ended the drought of a Triple Crown winner.
Oh, Miggy.
Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever play with Miggy or play against him?
Yeah, a lot. I chased a lot of his balls. A lot of them, a lot.
They said no one would ever win the Triple Crown again, and he won the Triple Crown in this day is amazing.
I mean, he can hit him. It was unbelievable.
Oh, man. They said one of the best right-handed hitters, just natural hitters of all time. I loved watching him. And he was a fun guy, right? He always was smiling and laughing.
Always, you don't realize how big he was either.
No,
he's
a big guy.
he was a big guy.
Oh, man, I love Miggy. Joey Estes, didn't we just talk about him? He did something for the A's the other day.
He threw a Maddox.
He threw a Maddox.
2 starts ago.
That's right. I don't know.
Did not do very well last night.
Colton Cowser.
I got a Woodruff.
Okay, yeah, Brandon Woodruff. There you go. Brewer, you like
Colton Cowser's nickname is actually officially the Milkman, according to Baseball Reference.
Oh, Cowser?
Yeah.
Because of the cow? The Milkman, and he has that jersey. Oh, I got 2019 most valuable players. Oh, God. I have to start bringing readers. It's gotten to that point where I need glasses.
You see mine up here?
I can't even see who that is. It's Cody Bellinger and some other guy in the American League. It's Mike Trout. I only could tell because he's jumping over the wall to catch a ball.
Yeah.
Mike Trout's one of those guys, the injuries are really hurting. Who was someone that you thought was a great player, but the injury bug always took him out of action?
It's funny. As you get older, usually he's had freak injuries like, broken hands and wrist.
Yeah.
Usually it's the legs, but yeah, usually the legs.
Oh, like Eric Davis. Were we talking about Eric Davis? Was that with you?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to go watch him at Three Rivers. He was the most dominant player in baseball.
Yeah, I think, and like I said, Paul Mauldin was another one. I think he would have had 4,000 hits.
He would have 4. He missed 2 or 3 years. It was,
he would have 4,000 hits. I mean,
absolutely.
He can hit.
He missed like 2 or 3 full seasons. That was a drug thing too, but also, all right, there we go.
I don't know about that.
I didn't get any real bona fide All-Stars in my
C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams. All right, that's a good one.
Good one.
All-Star for the Nationals, yeah.
Marcus Semien.
Okay. Yeah, well, he's the only guy hitting for the Rangers right now. He's their All-Star.
Well, Corey Seager's starting to heat up.
Oh, okay. Well, Simeon's their only All-Star, which was last year. I think they had 4 starters. These are for Major, by the way. You're more than welcome to take these
I'm going to take him. I don't know who that is.
No Pirates?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Henry Davis.
Henry Davis.
Sorry, Henry. You can
overall number 1 pick. Yeah, let's here we go. This would go on the spokes of my bike. Yeah, there he is holding a bat, putting pine tar on it.
He was number 1. He was first pick?
Overall number 1. They kind of drafted him because, they could afford him and they wanted to save the money for the slot or however this works. Overall number 1 pick. He's currently in AAA because putting too much pressure on himself. But yeah, that's Henry Davis. Number 1 draft pick. A 1 of 1 or a 1 of 1. Number 1 of 1. An overall number 1 should be like, Darryl Strawberry, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
If you miss on that can hurt a franchise bad.
Well, in the top, I had to say it, my Kings, Sacramento Kings, we missed in the top 10 a lot for, when Vladdy was the general manager.
We showed a clip of a Kings fan who was upset that they, it was a Mavs fan, never mind. They drafted Doncic and he was upset.
Vladdy didn't draft him because he was mad at his dad.
Well,
is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe that was something like that. Vlade Divac, right? The ex-Laker was the GM.
Ex-King, too.
And wait a second. That's what he literally didn't draft.
Yeah, they said they had a beef with the dad or something. Yeah. But at the time, too, Bagley coming out of Duke was supposed to be He's supposed to be the guy.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
We missed, we took Stasis. I felt like a cat. I wasn't a king.
Oh, man. What else? Any other cards were for you?
Not as good as the one that I read. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, if you want to ask it.
Yeah, no. So, it had to be a thrill the first time you saw your face on a baseball card, right?
Yeah, it was. Because, as a kid, you grow up and and the next thing you know, you get to spring training. And I was a first-round pick, so you go to camp early, and then
There we go. We have some of your cards here.
I even had hair in a porn hair in a porn stash.
Now, so these look like a bunch of Brewers, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are they all Brewers, Ryan?
Yeah, on this one, yeah, they're all Brewers.
Man, now do you have all your cards?
I think so, pretty much. Or Major does. He likes it. He digs it. So.
Yeah, I mean, come on, his grandfather's on a baseball card. And do you want to tell your story real quick, Devani? Oh, yeah. No, it's not funny.
What she do? Throw it away?
No. She was going through a bunch of cards, and one of the whose were they? Yeah.
I came across a huge bin of baseball cards, and one of the first ones I saw when I'm like, I wonder what year this was. This is we were cleaning out a garage, and yours was one of the first ones I saw.
See, it was funny.
They kept it.
It wasn't. Yes, they kept it. It wasn't supposed to be a funny story. I just know you were excited to say, she came in. She goes, one of the first cards I pull out of this huge bin, Greg Vaughn. Oh my God. The alarm's going off, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's time for Punchline Picks at 12:36. Ryan's lip syncing. He's doing Britney back then.
Punchline Picks at 12:36.
All right. Now, we also do Hump Day Homers within this, right? And Alex White, as everyone knows, is off. She hasn't been on Sports by the Book. She's not here today. Got Greg Vaughn here, which is great. Alex will be back next week, but she went ahead and sent in a Hump Day Homer for us.
That she did.
And Greg has one as well. So for Hump Day Homers, this is where we do a parlay of home runs. And if we hit it, it's good money. Who do you like?
I think Judge. I think, the Yankees can't keep doing what they're doing. I think he's going to.
He's the guy that has to carry that team. And he is. His stats are phenomenal. What he's doing.
Baseball. Crazy.
Unbelievable. Big guy. Powerful bat. Alex White is going back to Pete Alonso.
That she is.
So right now we have two New Yorkers. We got Aaron Judge, Pete Alonso.
Aaron Judge is 2-1.
Okay.
Pete Alonso is plus 325.
Whoa. Wow.
If you want to do yours.
I do. I'm going to go Brian Reynolds. I have yet to take a Pirate. I'm going to take O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah, you took O'Neal.
Yeah, I took O'Neal Cruz. And I almost took him today, which means he'll probably hit a home run. But I'm going B-Right. Reynolds is on fire right now. Made to the his hot June player of the month. That got him to get to the All-Star game because right now it was only going to be one or two or one pitcher probably. And now Brian Reynolds is there. He's up to 17 homers, I think. So I like Brian Reynolds against the right-hander in Milwaukee today, and he'll be hitting lefty, which is his better power side. So I'm going with Brian Reynolds. What is he?
Brian Reynolds is 5-1.
Ooh.
And my Hump Day Homer is the longest shot on the board. At 6-1. Houston Astro Alex Bregman. Who hit a homer last night, who is on a 5-game hit streak.
Okay.
Has multiple hits in 3 of those 5 games. Alex Bregman is 6-1 to hit a homer today.
Alex Bregman, I love Alex Bregman. And I remember I was with Nagel one day, and it was when the World Baseball Classic or team, I don't remember. It was Bregman was unknown. And I was with Rich Donnelly. Do you remember Rich Donnelly was the coach?
Yep.
And they talked about Alex. They're like, there's a guy, you got to, when you see this Alex Bregman kid. And they were right.
Yeah, I mean, I think LSU kid too, right?
Yeah.
I think he went to LSU. Yeah, I mean, great third baseman.
Yeah.
He's perfect for that ballpark, and he hits in the clutch. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about the Astros and the scandal they went through? Obviously, Altuve, Bregman, there's a lot of, rumors around about the garbage can and all that. I mean, they always said if you're not trying or if you're not cheating, you're not trying, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
that was blatant.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Do you give him the World Series trophy after that? But Dusty came back, and I'm glad. That's my guy.
That was the only good thing that the Astros was like. If Dusty gets it, I grew up watching him play for the Dodgers and hit 30 homers in 1977. So if Dusty got a ring, which he deserved, I was fine. But everyone's still that's gonna be hard for them to shake that for a long time.
Yeah, especially the way it happened. I mean, that was trying really hard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And when you look back when people started discovering those clips of bang bang and it's a fastball and they knew it coming,
or don't touch me, or don't rip my.
Well, with Altuve, right? When he hit the game-winning homer, don't take my shirt off.
And it sucks because he's a good player.
Altuve was one of my favorites.
He's a great player, and it's gonna have that asterisk next to him because of.
Well, I always liked Altuve because I like guys anytime they're close to my size, right? I like guys.
I think he's bigger than you, though.
Okay. Well, by the way, my batting stance. So here. I remember Charlie Lau, the batting instructor. So Charlie Lau was in the movie Max Dugan Returns. Remember, they hired him to show Matthew Broderick how to hit. So Charlie Lau, it was like the breath. It was all back here. You see this? Yeah, my hand, quick hands.
You had to let go too. You had one hand.
By the way, I never hit the ball. I looked good, though. I looked really good. I was actually Eddie Goodell, the little person with the wiffle ball bat. Okay. All right, so what would that pay, Ryan?
So, yeah, if you parlay the four of those, Pete Alonso, Aaron Judge, Brian Reynolds, and Alex Bregman, it would be $534.50 to 1.
Oh, my God. So $10 would get you $534?
No. $10 would get you $5,000.
$5,000. That's right. Oh, my God.
$55.
I'm going to say they didn't do math in Pittsburgh, huh?
No. I'm very good with numbers. I just screwed that up. But if $100 would get you $55,000. See that? Look at that. Okay. All right, I'm putting it in.
Me too.
We're doing it.
It would be 50.
Especially here.
You've been on a hot streak at the South Point. Trust me.
Nowhere else.
I tell Chris Sanders that Greg Vaughn's coming, and he's like, oh. No, he's always excited to have you here. All right, so those were our picks, or we're going to do games?
Yeah, did you have a pick for today?
Yeah, I mean, I like Logan Webb tonight, the New York Giants. Yes, 50 years ago, 70 years ago. Anyway, I like Logan Webb at home with the Giants. He's their best pitcher. I think he was runner-up in the Cy Young last year. Anyway, I bet Logan Webb a couple times this year. I think I'm 2-0 with him. By the way, I finally got my 14th win the other night, barely. I took Cleveland, who was up like 6-0. Detroit came back. All of a sudden, it's 7-7, and they won 9-8. Cleveland won 9-8 in 10 innings. So I got my 14th win. I was stuck on 13 for a while. So anyway, my last, I was like 14-10 maybe, the last 24 bets. But today I'm going with Logan Webb. I like the Giants.
Okay.
Last time we were here, what's that?
I just said okay.
Oh, last time we were here, we were tied, picked Houston, and you went, no, I like the Giants, and you went bet the Giants won. That was a couple times ago. So do you look at the games? Do you look at a lineup every day? I mean, I know you like to come here.
Yeah. When I'm coming here, I look at the lineup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you look today? Is there anyone you're looking at today?
I hate to go against the Rays, but the Rays aren't playing that well, and I think the Yankees just got to bounce back, and it's going to be Yankees fans everywhere in Tampa. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's always like a home game down there for them.
Yeah, trust me.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like that as well.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Ryan, what do you have?
So the Yankees on the money line are a plus 108 dog here at the South Point.
You got to like that.
So you would be getting plus money if you take them. I am looking at, like, Vaughn is taking Judge and the Yankees. I will be taking Alex Bregman and the Astros.
Oh, you're all over the Astros.
Yeah, we looked at a Brooksgate stat yesterday of teams versus a certain handedness in a starting pitcher. The Marlins are the worst team in baseball facing left-handed pitching. They are 5-26.
Yeesh.
And Framber Valdez is on the mound for the Astros.
Oh, wow.
The Astros have won 25. They're 25-19 at home this season.
Mm-hmm.
In those 25 wins, they are 20-5 on the run line. So they have more wins on the run line than they do losses at home.
So are you doing the one?
So I will be, losing the 1.5 against the Marlins at a pick'em price of -1.
Stats right there.
Analytics.
That's why we got him. The glass. Those aren't even prescription lenses. He just puts them on to look smarter.
I know. He's dressing down today too.
Oh, what do you have on? What are you wearing?
It's a polo.
A Knights polo.
Oh, just a polo.
Oh, it's the Knights though. So you know.
Yeah.
It's just
I figured we'd talk battle for Vegas.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Okay. All right. I think we should open up the posts. Sound the horn, and there it is. All right, time with poster punchlines. This is where we find some fun stuff. And Greg, we're starting off with one specifically for you because we know you love golf. Now, when are you going to be able to get out there and swing again?
I don't know. I go back to the doctor in San Diego tomorrow. Probably another couple months, probably.
Okay. Oh man,
I'll be
killing him.
Yeah, I'm going to Hershey, Pennsylvania next week. So
you talked about that. Yeah,
it's one of my favorite places for a great cause.
Hershey Park there. That's one of Courtney's favorite spots in the world. Hershey Park's fun. Man, but you can eat some chocolate, though, while you're there.
Oh, yes.
You got to go on the tour. They give you a little kiss. Chocolate kiss. All right, so this is the VR golf thing. So this could be the future of golf. I don't know. Is this something you would try? So here we go. So you have to wear one of those VR things while you're golfing. So here we go. This is what it looks like. So now you actually see the flight path of your ball. You see how far it's going.
The spin rate, the launch angle, your ball
would
speed.
you try that?
Yeah, I would try it, but I still wouldn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean?
How to correct
all these numbers. They're going to be Ryan with me, so I know what to do with it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Ryan will caddy or he'll play with you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll come out.
Either one.
Now, see, the putting, is it actually showing you that beforehand? It's reading?
No, I could do that.
Yeah.
That would be 100% useful.
So it's reading the grade.
Yeah, the green.
Oh, yeah. Give me that.
Yeah.
I'll go down to that Kiss Golf at the Rio and kick ass down there. Or maybe the Twilight Zone golf at the Horseshoe.
I want to do that one time.
Oh, I haven't done it. We could go. I did the Kiss Golf one. It's loud Kiss music the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that one. Let's do.
Twilight Zone. Both of them are pretty cool.
Let's do that.
Well, now Tiger Woods has this one. Have you done this one yet? This seems
Top
like something
Stroke.
good for Major next time he's in town, maybe.
Yeah, we'll do that one next time. But that's torture when I can't do anything.
Oh yeah. Well, you could putt, right? You could maybe.
Yeah, but that's still torture.
We want to try the Tiger Woods one out. It's
Pop Stroke.
Pop Stroke. Yeah,
Down in Town Square.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
And
barely,
you get it's outdoors too. It's out.
Oh.
Right. I mean, even if you go at night, it's a balmy 100. Those ladies are waving at us. That's why you do the indoor one, the Twilight Zone one at the Old Bally's there, which is now the Horseshoe. Okay, so Ryan, we're gonna get into some baseball. We have Greg Vaughn here. Damn it, we want to talk more baseball.
Yeah. So the Home Run Derby is coming up a week away now.
Monday. The game's Tuesday, so it's Mondays. Right? Yeah, a little less than a week.
And so there are new rules for this year's Home Run Derby. We've kind of gotten used to in the last few years just having that time limit in these rounds, being able to hit as many homers as you can in a certain amount of time, getting bonus time for certain distances. But this year, and a bracket style previously.
Oh, you only get 40 pitches.
Yeah, so this year,
the
first round.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
This year, the first round is all 8 hitters get to hit as many homers as they can in 3 minutes or 40 pitches, whichever one happens first. The top 4 advance to the second round and go into a bracket style. And so the tie is broken by the longest homer in that first round. The second round is the same thing, 3 minutes, 40 pitches, whichever one happens first. You get bonus outs for every homer you hit that is over 425 feet. And so then once you get to the final, the top 2, it's a 2-minute round, 27 pitches, and you get one timeout, 30 seconds in that.
Okay, my question when I look at this immediately is 27 pitches? Who came up with that number?
Yeah, I don't.
Who said, should we give him 25? No, it's too little. Just go 30. Nope, 27.
Yeah,
that is that's 27 outs. There. That's why Greg Vaughn is here, ladies and gentlemen. 27 outs in a ball game. We want to talk about the Home Run Derby. You participated in a Home Run Derby.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I didn't want to do it. They sort of.
Who were you playing with at the time?
San Diego.
Okay.
They sort of forced me to do it. Do not put up any swings, please. But anyway,
we don't have that.
We don't have video. We don't have video.
We got. I think we got 10 pitches.
Yeah.
I hit 0, and I could look over to the right, and McGriff and Sheffield were just cracking up, and then I think Chef got shut out too. I don't know if Freddie hit.
Well, how'd the crime dog do?
Yeah. I don't know, but it's different.
It's different. That's what I hear.
To hit home runs. You know what I mean?
Right.
I never did. I tried to hit the ball to right center in BP. Now I'm trying to hit the ball to the ballpark. It was.
Well, they say it can also mess up a guy's swing for a couple weeks after, right? That's why a lot of guys don't want to do it.
It's a lot. Yeah. We got 10 pitches.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I took Major to the one because I played in the first All-Star game in Seattle. So we did the whole Pikes.
The fish.
Yeah, he did all the same thing his dad did, and
nice
on the field and all that. But dude, I was there for 3 hours watching Home Run Derby. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Well, I remember Piazza one year too. Everyone picked Piazza to win, and he didn't hit any. I mean, it's just it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different animal to try to hit homers nonstop when you're, not always looking to do that.
And I see why you bring your own guy that throws BP.
Right. That's interesting. That's why with this 40 pitches, that's interesting because now the pressure's on that guy even more. A lot of guys like to bring their dad or their bullpen, whatever. But now there's more pressure on them. Like, look, I get 40 bullets. Let's go.
I forgot who was throwing to me, but I know he was on the coaching staff of Toronto.
Right.
And that's how they tried to pitch me after that.
They saw the video. They're like, look, I threw to Vaughn.
That's how they pitched me right after that. Swear to God.
That is awesome. That's hysterical. I love it. Yep. So the winner gets something special. Or what is with this bling chain they got? Everyone has to have a chain.
Yeah, so they're giving out the Home Run Derby trophy, obviously with the 2 bats crossed, but they're also doing a Home Run Derby chain that they've been doing the last few years. We'll do that one afterwards. So the announced participants so far have 6 of the 8: Gunnar Henderson, Alec Boehm, Pete Alonso, Bobby Witt Jr., Marcelo Ozuna, and now Jose Ramirez. But the winner will get this chain that says Derby Champ.
Derby Champ. Are those real diamonds? Texas is that cubic zirconia? What do we know?
I'm not entirely sure, but I would imagine, it's.
So that's probably they're going to want that more than anything, right? Because that's the way guys are. They want like those trophies.
Drip,
they want the drip. Get me those diamonds. I don't know. That's pretty cool. The lineup though isn't just there's no the greatness in there, right? You got no Judge, no Ohtani.
I'm telling you, it's a lot of work.
I know these guys don't want to do it, right? No Bryce Harper, who's hurt, of course, but none of the big guys. So I mean, it's a lot of lesser known guys, but I mean, Alonso's going. He's gunning for his third.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go against Alonso. But if I did, I'd go Ozuna.
Really? Yeah, he can hit.
Yeah, so you had just mentioned that Pete Alonso is going for his third. He will be the second player all time to win 3 home run derbies, joining Ken Griffey Jr. if he does, in fact, do that.
Now, I'm going to humble brag for a second on the 94. I was there. That was in Pittsburgh at Three River Stadium. And Frank Thomas put on a show. Frank Thomas hit one to left field where they actually marked it before the stadium was imploded. He hit the facade of the 6th level. So it was 500 feet. So everyone's like, Frank Thomas has got this in the bag. Then the kid comes up, hits 7 in the upper deck at Three Rivers. Effortlessly.
Everything he did was he was smiling, laughing, joking. I mean, he had fun playing.
And it was funny because we were in, I think I told this on the show, but the section I was sitting in, we were right on the first baseline. I couldn't wait to see a home run derby in person. And I put all the names in the hat, and I was hoping for Griffey. Everyone put like 10 or 20 bucks in. So there was like,
which I think we need to do here.
Well, we will do here. Yeah, right. So anyway, I pull out the name Dante Bichette. So I had Bichette.
Mr. D, he can hit.
I know. So I was like, this is good. The hand thing he used to do and everything. Bichette didn't play well. He didn't hit well that day. But it was a Griffey show. Griffey was, he was hitting them. It just didn't even look like he was swinging hard. And they were going to the upper deck. And I'll never remember the noises from the fans just going, oh, it was because Three Rivers held the sound. And I didn't realize that was the first one he won. But anyway, I got to see that. And that was one of my best thrills in baseball was seeing that.
At Camden Yards, I was there when he hit that wall, that brick out there.
Oh, that warehouse out there?
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr., man. Only if a couple more years if he wouldn't have been hurt. He was challenging Ruth's record, and
it's hard, because you're playing Barry. Barry got one pitch a week to hit.
That's what we had.
And he didn't miss it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't miss it. But Junior, man, whew.
But also Griffey was having fun. Bonds never looked like he was having fun that much. Not like Griffey,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'd take BP right-handed to mess around.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah, he just did whatever he did. Just left him alone. You know
Unbelievable.
what I
love him.
Yep.
All right, so same with baseball.
Yeah, so we go from the home run derby chain to a name chain.
This is so silly.
Someone came up with combining active players' names and trying to make the longest list.
And here we go.
So we've got Kyle Tyler.
Then
Tyler J.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know Tyler J.
Jay Jackson.
Okay.
Jackson Merrill. Merrill Kelly. And that's the longest that could be at the moment.
I can't imagine being more than 5.
Well, so then someone pointed out that if Austin Kelly, prospect for the Astros, got called up, you'd be able to add Kelly Austin, Austin Riley, Riley Green. So you'd be able to add another 4 names. And Kelly Austin ended up seeing that tweet and responding to it saying, I'm trying. I'm trying
to get to the bigs.
Yeah.
But who sits around?
Thank you, Greg. We talk about this all the time, man. I don't know where people find the time to sit around and do this.
I have a lot of time on my hands right now because I can't do much. Yeah, that'd be the farthest.
Well, listen, one of our favorite sites that we go to tweet is Brooksgate.
Or Jay Kuda.
And Jay Kuda. We use these guys all the time. So Ryan reached out to Brooksgate, and he's going to be on the show next week.
Yeah.
He's probably never been asked for it. He does the weirdest things and comes up with these sets. So we're excited to talk to the guy. So that's next
Friday.
Next Friday.
Episode 199.
Right. No one's more excited than Ryan and I. So, by the way, Jackson Merrill, this kid's amazing for the Padres.
Yes, shortstop, former shortstop.
20 or 21, right?
I think he's 22.
22 maybe, but playing in the All-Star game. While we're talking about the All-Star game real quick, of course, the Pirates rep is not Henry Davis, Paul Skeens. So obviously I'm a Skeens fan.
21. Just turned 21.
He's 21. Yeah, just turned 21. That's what I thought. Anyway, Paul Skeens, should he start the All-Star game? They're trying to bring eyes to the game. Could you imagine him going against Aaron Judge, top 3 hitters maybe in the American League, or Ranger Suarez has had a good year. Jeff Parles was talking about it this morning. But Parles is also a proponent that Skeens should start.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody says he should
that
start.
maximizes the eyes right off the bat.
Can you imagine that? Rookie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Doc Gooden back in the day. You know what I mean? It's it'll be good for the game.
It's anything good for the game, and that's what you need to do with Paul Skeens. So he has to start the All-Star game. What a year. We talked about the year he's had.
Yeah.
LSU, national champs.
Number 1 pick.
Overall number 1 pick. Apparently he's dating some famous girl.
Gymnast or something?
Yeah. Livy Dunn. We talk about her quite a bit on the show. But yeah, she's a national champ at LSU too. And they're, and the guy's just a cool customer. Like we showed the video of him getting named to the All-Star. And he's like, this is pretty cool. Like he's just even, and he's like the leader in the clubhouse already. He's 22 years old.
Well, he's going to be there for a while unless he starts making too much money. You know what I mean?
We have him for 6 years under control, and then hello pinstripes. All right, what do we have next?
Yeah. So we were just talking about names in baseball.
Yeah.
Looking at some of the funniest.
All right, this is Greg.
Names
We
in
saved
baseball.
this for you.
Another Twitter account kind of went through these, but we'll start with a South Point staple in Budweiser.
Budweiser. We love our Bud here at the South Point. There was an actual guy named Budweiser.
Sugar cane.
He's very sweet. Played, okay.
Orville Overall.
Overall. Again, he was born in 1881.
Mysterious Walker.
Mysterious Walker is amazing. Again, born in 1884.
Boots Poffenberger.
Love Boots. My dog named Boots.
Peekaboo Veach.
Peekaboo. Now, there's a couple on here we're getting more contemporary. Okay.
Icebox Chamberlain.
Someone, that should be a boxing name right there.
Or a brother.
Or are you?
Buttercup Dickerson.
Okay.
And
Maryland
then we've kind of got some honorable mentions
Go ahead and read those out.
that weren't really good to be on the big board out in the sports book.
Okay, yeah.
So we've got 2 Hall of Famers in Candy Cummings and Cum Posey.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
Yeah. Hall of Famers. You got them. And then we've got the only Nolan, Jack Glasscock, who won a batting title, and Chicken Hawks.
Okay.
They should have the OnlyFans page.
I'm sure they had a lot of fans back in the day. A lot of colorful names back then. Do you remember anyone? I remember Bip Roberts. I always was my favorite name.
Yeah, Bip. Bo was Bo. You know what I mean?
Did you see Bo Jackson in action?
Played against him in college and in pros. Oh yeah.
Oh, he played at Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was he like watching Bo? I mean, he was just a freak, right?
Like a building or a train that can do everything. And I remember after he got hurt, he said, and you go down in the White Sox.
Yeah.
You go in the batting cage and there's this stuffed Bo down there that he's shooting arrows. And he has a bad hip. And he goes, "Hey, Vaughn, this offseason, come on, let's go to Africa and hunt lions." I'm like, with a bow and arrow. I said, "What?" And I said, with a bow and arrow, you can't run. Yeah. And we don't have a gun. We don't have a gun. And I said, I'm good on that. And then one of my last years, during the game,
okay.
I swear to God, during the game, I was playing with Tampa.
Okay.
I just hear someone yell from the top of I guess he was in the clubhouse. "Vonnie, get up here. Quit stealing money and get up here and sign these balls for me." So yeah, Bo was a character.
He was in the stands.
No, he was in the clubhouse.
Oh, he was in the clubhouse.
During
I'm
the
sorry.
game.
Bo Jackson. There's a one clip of him. When he runs up the wall is amazing, right? Where in Yankee Stadium, I think, makes a catch. His throws are ridiculous. He hit that homer in the All-Star game against Rick Rushell to lead off the batter's eye. I think it was in Anaheim. But the one where he took out a catcher at home, and I don't remember who it was.
Poor catcher.
Oh my! He demolishes this guy. Comes in on a sac fly, or maybe it was a single, and he was on second. But this poor catcher, it was like you think, oh, that Pete Rose hit was big against
Rick
Ray
Dempsey.
Fosse.
Rick Dempsey was the catcher.
Was it Rick Dempsey?
I played with Dempsey.
He obliterated Dempsey. Dempsey, who we just showed on the show a couple weeks ago.
We can't show the clip.
Yeah, we can't show it. It's protected. Yeah. But anyway, we'll look at it after the show. I urge you to stay on YouTube and look up Bo Jackson destroys Rick Dempsey. And we were talking about Dempsey someone was here. We were talking when the rain delay.
When he said the crowd. I played with him.
Yeah, you played with Dempsey?
And against him. Yeah, he was just a character. Good dude.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. And by the way, when I do that immaculate grid, yeah, I use Rick Dempsey all the time because he played for 4 or 5 teams. All right, what else do you have, Ryan?
So this one is going to be looking at a Brooks Gates stat.
Okay, here's the guy.
Number of games where a team had a 2+ run lead at any point in the game, and how many of those games they eventually lost. So if you look at the chart, it's a little confusing to understand. So the translation is that the best team at keeping leads in Major League Baseball is the Minnesota Twins. They've kept the lead in 44 of 47 times that they've led by 2+ runs. The worst team at keeping leads in Major League Baseball is the White Sox. They have kept the lead in just over 50% of the games that they've led by 2+ runs. The Pirates have kept the lead in 36 of 44 tries.
That's not bad. I blame the 8 on Aroldis Chapman, probably.
My Cubbies have kept the lead in 36 of 48 tries. So they're bottom 4 in the league. So yeah,
that's good. And by the way, Ryan, Brookscape puts that all
weak.
together, and you putting the translation on the left. Very good. Thank you very much. And blowing leads, also a former Major League Baseball player name.
I'm sure, yeah. At some point, yeah.
It's good to be leads. All right, let's see here. What else do we got going on, Ryan?
You're talking in the comments or just post-wise?
Yeah, both. Let's see here. They tried to do a home run in Vegas. Oh, wait, hold on. Awesome, Ryan. You got Oh, look at Lucky Tommy is saying awesome, Ryan. You got Brooksgate.
We've got Tommy saying Vaughn he loves your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
What
Loves the
is
Marley
your shirt today? Oh, Bob Marley, man. Bob Marley. By the way, he's a big reggae fan. It's in my queue. I got to watch it. It's free. I saw that it's out.
Great movie.
By the way, the last performance of Bob Marley's career was on the Stanley Theater in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then obviously passed away. But it was the last, and I've actually performed on that stage. So I remember when I was there, so there was a plaque that said Bob Marley's last show. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, how can you not be in a good mood wearing this shirt? You know what I mean?
And put on anytime you're ever depressed, you can't be depressed. If you're like doing your bills at home and you're put on Bob Marley in the background, you'll be like, oh, they deserve their money. By the way, I'm writing checks. I don't know if you know what that is, Ryan, but you just have to write checks.
No.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, no.
All right, what else, Ryan?
Okay, so we can now go to WNBA.
Yeah, well, it's our girl. I mean, we got a show.
Yeah,
right?
someone that we've talked about a very good amount.
Probably the most. If there was a word cloud for this show, I feel like Caitlin Clark would be the most.
Caitlin Clark, who's taking the lead by storm. She would be the first player in WNBA history to average 16 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, and over 7 assists per game. And so somebody put a mock of her being like Clark Kent in the Superman outfit, and then the casual kind of suit fit. Which in today's game, she actually did something that has never been recorded in WNBA or NBA history. 29 points, 5 rebounds, 13 assists, 5 steals, 3 blocks.
You said today's game?
Today's game, yeah.
They already play. Why are they playing early today?
Yeah, well, on the East Coast, they're day games.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, a game started today at 8 a.m. Pacific.
But on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, well, is there a getaway day on a Wednesday for the WNBA? That's odd, yeah, because we were going to look at talking about some WNBA action. We're like, the games tip off already?
Yeah, actually, the last 2 games of the day are already, about to.
Oh, you went to the big game at the T-Mobile?
No, that was too big.
Too much, yeah.
I went to the Aces last game.
Yeah. They're fun. They're good.
Real good. I've been to I'm a big fan.
I know. You were going, I think you were leaving with Major when he was in town. You guys were heading over to the game.
with Major too, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Aces are the best show in town right now for wins. All right, what else?
So if we want to talk Battle for Vegas, the teams were announced for the game at the Las Vegas ballpark this Saturday. The Team Raiders versus the Team Golden Knights. On the Team Raiders are the Canseco brothers, Jose Canseco and Ozzie Canseco. Yeah. The team captain is the Raiders punter, AJ Cole. They also have Jacorian Bennett, Zamir White, Daniel Carlson, the Dylan Parkham, Alexander Madison, Trayvon Mokro, and Kair Munford Jr. And then on the Knights side, captain is Jack Eichel.
Your man.
They have Keegan Colasar, Brennan Bourgeois, Zach Whitecloud, Zach Whitecloud, Ryan Reeves, former Golden Knight, who was
Penguin.
Former Penguin as well. Nicholas Haig, Logan Thompson, who was just traded to the Washington Capitals, Aiden Hill, Terrence Long, Raul Durantes, and Ricky White, the stud wide receiver from UNLV.
Wow. How do you handicap that game? Who do you give the advantage to? Who do you think wins this game?
I don't know. Where's my man Carter, Andre? I mean, he's my neighbor. He lives across the street from me.
You got to get on him and tell him why isn't he playing?
Yeah, I will.
I feel like I might lean towards the football players, but
being that they have the Canseco brothers, I would say the Raiders.
That's true.
Yeah.
They got Jose. Did you ever play with Jose? Or?
Yes, and special guy.
Yeah, right?
Very special.
And you mean that one? What are you saying about Jose Canseco?
No, but hey, shoot, he was the baddest man on the planet.
That 40-40 season, I mean, come on. He was.
I played with him, against him. I seen Jose do some. I seen Jose. I played with him in Tampa.
Okay.
He's supposed to be on deck or whatever. Okay. He's on the phone. Jose, you're up.
Yeah, that
Home run.
No way.
Okay, hey.
No way.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. Yeah, they got the Canseco brothers. That's probably a good thing. You're probably rooting for your Knights, though.
I'm rooting for a good game.
Are you there?
Yeah, I will be working the game.
You'll be working that game, and you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be upstairs. I'll be doing graphics.
Ryan's everywhere, man. He's everywhere.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll say hi to you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, check out the
say hi.
control room.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got you.
All right, is that it?
Sure.
I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
All right, Vonnie.
Unless you wanted to do a Niners thing. With the Niners fan.
We got to do the Niners thing. Niners thing. What's the Niners thing?
Well, so if we're looking at this one's it's just the 1200. So if we look at the last player, if we compare the last 20 seasons, the 2003 season had 14 players run for over 1,200 yards. Last season had one single player rush for over 1,200 yards, Christian McCaffrey. Jamal Lewis, Amon Green, LaDainian Tomlinson, Deuce McAllister, Clinton Portis, Stephen Davis, Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes, Ricky Williams,
Fantasy
Travis Henry,
beast.
Curtis Martin, Fred Taylor, Edgerrin James, and Tiki Barbers were the ones to do it in 2000.
And by the way, looking at that list, I know one Curtis Martin is in the Hall of Fame, and I don't know if any of the other guys are. Oh, LaDainian.
Yeah, LT.
Yeah, LaDainian Thompson. Sean Alexander, man, he was so good for that
What
show.
about Priest Holmes?
Priest Holmes was another guy, man.
Fred Taylor. I mean, that's when they used to hand the ball off. You know,
yes,
now
Fred Taylor. I mean, he crushed the Steelers when he was with the Jags. Tiki Barber. Christian McCaffrey was the only one.
The only one to do it.
Now, he's on the cover of the game of
Madden.
That's what I was going
The Madden curse. Yeah.
As a Niners fan, you can't feel too good about that, the Madden curse. But if anyone's going to avoid the curse, Christian McCaffrey is pretty good.
There's also been some good content to come out of last weekend, being that he just got married.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see his
Olivia
mom?
Colbo. Yeah, so that's what with the video that we
Well,
have.
I just saw Greg, third leg Greg. Who's Greg? Who's Greg? Greg Olson is hammered.
Yeah. So
he looks insane.
McCaffrey wedding. So Christian McCaffrey's mom is dancing with Luke Kuechly, and then Luke decides to let her go, and she just does her own thing.
She's got some moves. Moves like Caffrey. She's got the moves like Caffrey. Well, I mean, come on. You got a very beautiful woman. His dad was also an NFL player. And Christian McCaffrey. So you feel good about the Niners?
I always feel good about the Niners.
Yeah.
Always. You know, we just need to get Ayuk signed or something. You know,
or you could trade him to the Steelers.
For what?
I don't know. We'll send some Iron City beer or something. I don't know. They keep rumor. It's either that or the Commanders. They keep saying he might go to. And
he keeps posting pictures about the Commanders.
Is he?
He really seems like he wants to be in Washington.
Him and the quarterback.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels.
State. Yeah, they played together. But I kind of want. But now I saw yesterday Steelers Tyreek Hill rumors. I'm like,
no chance.
I'm just saying. What
The
I saw on the
Facebook
internet.
rumor.
Everything on the internet is true, Ryan.
Yeah, especially on Facebook.
Yeah. Ask Candy Cummings. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Greg Vaughn. Greg, you're off to San Diego?
Tomorrow.
You flying or driving?
Flying.
Okay, that's a long drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's hot. Yeah.
You don't have AC in your car?
I do. But
Okay.
if something goes wrong, you know.
My first car was an 89 Nissan Sentra, vinyl seats, no radio. I put one in, and no air conditioner. So I was on the road traveling to gigs, and if it was raining in the summer, it was a hot box.
Yeah, but you don't care back then.
No,
Now-
I didn't.
now, yeah,
I was trying. It was $7,000. It was a beautiful black. I put 111,000 miles in 3 years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back tomorrow with Jeff Parles, talking a lot of football stuff, of course, baseball, soccer.
We'll have Big 12 Media Day content.
Big 12 Media Day. Now, Ryan and I are heading over to the Big 12 Media Day over at
Allegiant Stadium.
There it is, the Allegiant Stadium. I couldn't remember.
Stadium.
Big stadium, Big Darth Vader
Star.
Stadium.
Yeah.
So we're heading over there. We'll come back with some video. That should be fun. And we're going to have a good time. Thank you to everyone helping out in the show. Chat room, you guys were on fire today. Great questions with Greg Vaughn. What are you doing the rest of your afternoon now?
Probably eat lunch.
Okay.
And stay cool.
Okay. Yeah, stay cool.
Always.
Stay cool everywhere
Always.
in the United States. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Share it with friends. Share it on social media. We love it. All right. I'm Frank Nicotero. This is Punchlines. Line stands for Live in Nevada every show.